This is American Nomad News, and I am in just about the closest to an evening cafe as you can get at the smoking section for the employees of the neighborhood market version of Walmart in Richland Hills. And that is because the donut shops that sell coffee that's strong enough to bother drinking, not unlike the coffee flavored piss water at the gas stations, they close at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's enjoyable enough, but it's a little weird. And you don't have the vibrant social scene that you have in some place like Seattle. But you also don't have people trying to beat your ass, which I have on a regular basis. Which is one of the main reasons I left Seattle. I was just tired of fighting. I was on YouTube today, and I was looking at a couple of things. One was these off-grid YouTube channels claiming to be harassed and stuff by building codes inspectors and stuff. And I noticed a few mistakes that they were saying they were making, like the police come up and kind of asking them questions and stuff and say, no, everything's fine. It's been my experience that police often they don't have your best interests at heart when they're coming to talk to you. And they're real reluctant to be photographed. Some of them don't care. Some of them do. It's the ones of them that have a problem with being photographed that make me concerned about what it is they're trying to do. There was a incident reported on YouTube from 2016 in Ohio where this cop was just harassing his family and going after this one guy all the time. And the guy had him on camera harassing the civilian even after resigning as a police officer. And a recording of him in the car stating that it's the law that when a police officer tells you to do something, you have to do it. Well, yes and no. If you're committing a crime, then there's an issue. But otherwise, we have the right to move around as we please on public space. And that's as it should be. Because otherwise, we really can't have a free society that is able to do business and things. Now, I have a feeling that a lot of this COVID stuff started out in Arizona, as far as not the disease necessarily, but the social decision making in the United States. But I don't really have anything that I can base that on, other than my personal experiences that I had no proof over, no recording of. Now, I say this not in order to make anything of Arizona, but to make a point that it's becoming more and more important to record ourselves in the public sphere. It's a form of protection, because there's a lot of people doing a lot of crazy stuff all the time, and for all kinds of weird reasons. And they're very connected. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg was recently, oh, and I should check the time on this. Woohoo! What we got? 6 minutes. Okay. Mr. Zuckerberg was questioned by federal government representatives. I think they were senators, if I remember correctly, about a task managing software that's internal to the company, that was shared with other social media groups, like I think YouTube and Google and stuff. The interesting bit was he was on a video monitor instead of being in person. I think if you're going to get grilled by the Senate, you should have to show up. For one, we don't know it was really him. Could have been a really good AI. Or he could have been coached from off screen by text monitors, teleprompters. One of the reasons I say that is because to virtually every question, he had a standard opening to his reply. Something like, "Senator, let me be clear," or something like that. I shouldn't have time for a lawyer on the other side of the screen, away from, out of camera view, to type something into a teleprompter. Now, does that mean that's what was happening? It's pure conjecture. Honestly, it's just pure conjecture. But the whole scene didn't sit right with the way I looked at it. Let's get over here. 9 minutes. I'm going to pause this and get back to this thought later. Thank you for joining me.